Good evening, everyone. You know what time of year it is again. It's the draw for IAS 9, also known as Illegitimate Acquisition of Speedrunning No. So here are the current 40 people. Actually, there is not 40 people. See here? That's 2 people that need to still join the tournament. So if you want to join, go right ahead. All you need is Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot 3. You will actually be put into it if you join right now. You'll be put into a group of Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot 3. But one, you can switch groups later on if an opening happens in one of the Banjo-Kazooie, Bugs Life, or Medieval groups. We'll get to more of the switching later. And 2, an opening is in replacements, as in people drop out. As in, if you want to later on, you can just join when people inevitably drop out. So, people like this individual here, who I don't know how long is actually going to be in this tournament before they decide to leave. That person might, decide to stay, but we'll see. So just to start things off, let me just tell you that we need more replacements. So if you want to join, go ahead. But also, this is going to be the most complicated draw in IAS history. If you don't understand it, don't worry. All you need to know is what groups you put in. But I'll tell you right now, it's trying to be fair, and it's trying to give people what they want. And if I wanted to manipulate it, I could. But I'm just sticking in my Bugs Life group, and I don't feel like I've manipulated the draw at all, because I know how it's going to work and everything. Just one thing I guess I'll mention is that you missed the pack, also known as Michael. I'm sorry, but I did not put you in a Bugs Life group because you will be absolutely exterminated there. So enjoy your Crash and Spyro group. It's going to be maybe a little bit easier. I don't know. But it's going to be easier than Bugs Life. I'll tell you that right now. I'll be right back and we'll start the draw. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do, firstly, probably the most group that will be completely kind of already picked is this group, which is Crash Bandicoot 12, Digital Masterpieces, Dual Blade, Longhair Gaming, but not Luca 44, and we'll get to that in a second. So what's good? Okay, firstly, let's simplify this. There is going to be 3 Bugs Life groups. There is going to be 2 Spyro and Crash groups. That's combined, so that's not like some people have Crash, some people have Spyro. It's combined. There is going to be 1 Medieval group, 1 Banjo-Kazooie group, and 1 combination of Banjo-Kazooie and Medieval group. So, the first thing I want to do is I want to get the last Bugs Life player, because at the moment we have only 14 Bugs Life players. If Mr. Paxton stated it, we would have had 15, but it's alright, because what's going to happen is that Lucar 44, Placey Hull, Owen, and the AFH 013 are going to be put into a random draw, and one of these people is going to be put into this Bugs Life group. Alright, so there is my KFC bucket over there, from I'm a Speedrunner 7, the VGR personal KFC bucket, and going to fold these up. So this draw is similar to I'm a Speedrunner 7 actually, but very different at the same time, much more complicated, as I've said, and that is because in I'm a Speedrunner 7 we had games, and people basically picked their groups, because there was about, I think about 6 or 7 games, and the only people who didn't pick their group were the Toy Story 2 people. But this is a bit different, because people pick multiple games and then they get randomly chosen. Okay, so let's see who's moving to Bugs Life. First There's no. We're not drawing for groups anymore. We're just drawing for games. Okay, take this off. Lid was very stiff, which is strange. And the person who's moving the Bug's Life is the AF Face 013. And I apologize if I keep on covering the microphone. Bad habit of mine when using this video camera. But you know, things happen. So, what's going to happen is that Luke is going to stay there. And Owen and Placey Hell are going to stay there. I'm sorry, Owen and Ali had to separate. Actually, I don't even know if they had any plans to do any games or anything. But anyway, so the second thing that is going to happen is that, as you can see here, there are 6 people here. There should be 5 because that is the Banjo-Kazooie group, and one person is going to be moving over here with the Banjo-Kazooie and Medieval combined group. So you guys, one of you is off. Yep, fold this up. See, look how much work we have to do just to move one person. God damn. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I might as well talk about group switching. So in this tournament, you can switch groups, and this goes for the first. This goes for the first 4 days. So it closes on November 19 at 7 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. Let's just say that. That's just an arbitrary date. I'm just fixing up Show Roll 2. And you could switch groups with someone else. You must have already put the game down for the start of the tournament. If somebody... And you must have already not started a race with someone. So it doesn't even mean your match. If you've started a race with someone, for the tournament, you can't switch. It doesn't matter if your match is uploaded or not, you just can't switch if you've actually started a race with someone. If you've won, I guess you can switch, but you get only one match, that, and that's it. Can't have started 2 races and won or lost either one. Okay, so King Europe 1, you are moving to the, looks like you're moving to the Banjo-Kazooie and Medieval combination group. So everyone is going to be playing Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, okay, well, there we go. We got Owen and Christian together, so that's good. So everyone is going to be playing Banjo-Kazooie in that group, with Christian, not with everyone else. But there we are. We've got, this is the actual Banjo-Kazooie group. Sub, Fraser, Pirate Films 95, the Aussie Gamer, and I hope I didn't do anything wrong this draw. I'm pretty sure I did everything right. And Sherry Wall 2. So there we go. And remember everyone, Sherry Wall 2 is actually a different person to Sherry Wall. There are 2 different people, and just keep that in mind. Alright, okay, so third thing that we have to do is we have to put these Spyro people in 2 different groups, and this is going to be random. So, again, we're going to fold these up. God damn, a lot of folding. Alright, how about I'll be back when I finish folding these up. Okay, this is being shaken up. So, whoa. Let me quickly tell you a little bit of the rules about what games you can do for your group. So if you're in a Bugs Life group, it is mandatory that if somebody wants to do Bugs Life, you have to do it. And it doesn't matter what you start complaining about. You want to do a variety of games, or so we got Cherokee guy. Just don't complain about wanting to do a variety of games or any of that bullcrap. Nobody cares. You have to do the game that you've been chosen in your group. When it comes to Spyro and Crash, you may do a randomization. I mean, if you want to, if both of you want to do a randomization for 2 different games, you can. And, obviously you can do any game you want from 1998 in your group. If you're in the, Medieval group, you can do Bugs Life if you want. Not that will ever happen. But, you can if you want. It's just that if somebody wants to do the game of their group. You can't whine. But yeah, with Spyro and Crash, you can always do a randomization of the two games if you can't decide out of the two what you want to do. Same as the Medieval and Banjo-Kazooie. Keep a note that King Europe 1 is a only Banjo-Kazooie player, so if he wants to do Banjo-Kazooie, you have to do Banjo-Kazooie. Not that he'll want to, probably want to do some random obscure game. So, anyway, so this is the first Spyro group, which leaves... Oh, that's right, Mr. Finland Boy, you are not in this group. You are in the next group, because there is going to be one replacement going into one Spyro group, and the other replacement going into the other Spyro group. So the Spyro groups are this and this. Okay, so now that things are coming into order, let's start actually naming the groups. This will be Group A: Mr. Finland Boy, Antarctic Spyro, Mr. Pack 131, Cooper X Ross, and a replacement. Now Cherokee Guy, Pinstripe Paragon, Machine King, Nova, and a replacement. You guys cannot swamp on these replacements. Once they've been into the tournament, then you can swamp on them, then you can like switch with them, but you can't do that now. You can't just like all go, can I be in the other group? Because everyone's going to want to do that. And it's like, best come, best serve? No, I don't think so. Alright, so Group C is going to be Bandy, Digital Masterpieces, Dual Blade, Longhair Gaming, and Luke RO44. Group D is going to be King Europe 1, Placey Hull Owen, Super Ghetto Sandwich, Crash the Hedgehog. Group E is going to be Showroom Wall 2, The Aussie Gamer, Sub, Fraser, and Pirate Films 95. And then we get on to the Bugs Life players. 3 separate groups. It's going to work exactly like Spyro. Obviously, there's going to be no replacements. And so this is just going to be like the traditional draws, where we're going to pull out. So this is as if we're having a Bugs Life tournament of 15 people. That's basically what the rest of the draw is going to be. Quite a lot of Bugs Life people. Also, if you want to know what the deal is with like everything else, go watch my further explained. I haven't actually made it yet. Go watch my IAS 9 further explained video. I know it's complicated, but if you want to know about round 2 and everything else, then go and watch that. Yeah, and so also, yeah, obviously, as you can see here, we have groups of 5 this time, which work exactly the same way as normally, except obviously you do 4 races instead of doing 3. I have no idea if there's going to be a situation where we're going to have like a quadruple threat or something. I don't know, but we'll get to that later. If that happens, that happens. I don't know. That's just the fun of IAS. We never really know what's going to happen. Remember, there's the draw rulings in place, but they have been severely reduced since I'm a Speedrunner 8 or I'm a Speedrunner 7. If you don't think I'm a Speedrunner 8 had any draw times, and they will be flashing on the screen right now. It was after a vote, and they're different actually to the vote, but that's because of the fact that we have so many rounds this tournament, or at least I think that there's going to be so many rounds. Actually, there will be that many rounds. Anyway, time to put a lid on wherever it is, wherever I put it on. It's over here. And let's start drawing for the final groups of IAS 9. This will be Group F, also known as the first Bugs Life group. And the first person that's drawn is... It's a new person, I think. Yeti. Alright, first person of Group F is Yeti. Now, second person of Group F is TheStickKid. Third person of Group F is Crystal Fissure, also known as Conley. Fourth person of Group F is me, Ratchet5. And the fifth person of Group F is... Oh god damn, we finally get to do our Bugs Life speedrun fissure. Two Coloured Cloud. Very interesting. Alright, so now Group G. Johnny Natrium. Sherry Wall. I'm not going to rig it so that you get Owl. Like, I'm not even going to go for the big piece of paper because I know Owl's a big piece of paper. Like, I'm not going to purposely do it. Johnny. Even though... Oh, fuck. I just lost that piece of paper. I don't know who it was. And it is... Well, there we go. I did not rig that. I was... Made sure that I didn't rig it, even though I wanted to. So yeah, they're in the Bugs Life group together. Eddie, and last person of Group G is Allripes 100. And there we go. Finally, we have our final group, which is Group H, and it is made up of Pokey Prestige, Mama Club 2, Mr. Game Sendy, Pookie T1. No idea if this guy's actually going to do these matches or not. Like, I spoke to him one day where he was like he wanted to sign up and I haven't seen him since. And Muddy Maestro. So, there we go. We have the 10 groups of 4... Oh, no, 8 groups of 5. Why did I say 10 groups of 4? 8 groups of 5 of IAS 9, also known as Illegitimate Acquisition of Speedrunning 9. There might be some little bits at the end of this video, but I think I've pretty much explained everything. Yeah, so go check out the wiki page for the tournament. That will have all of your groups up there, hopefully pretty quickly. And we'll also have all the races and everything, and you know, it's got the general rules and everything on the wiki. So yeah, just go check it out. Go check out the channel, of course. Go subscribe. And keep an eye out on Spyro Speedruns for any updates. Oh, and keep an eye out on the channel especially, because there is going to be probably the competitors video uploaded sometime this weekend, as well as some, you know, rules videos and all that kind of stuff. And there's a few things that still need to be explained, like videos I haven't made yet. So yeah, but to go over it all, Group A: Mr. Finland Boy, Antarctic Spyro, Mr. Pack 131, Cooper X Ross, and the replacement, Cherokee Guy 45, Pinstripe Paragon, Machine King Nova, and a replacement, Crash Bandicoot Spyro 12, Digital Masterpieces, Jewel Blade, Longhair Gaming, and Luca 44, King Europe 1, Placey Hull, Owen, Super Ghetto Sandwich, and Crash the Hedgehog, Cheryl 2, The Aussie Gamer, Sub, Fraser, and Pirate Films 95, Yeti, TheStickKid, Conley, me, and Two Colored Cloud, Johnny Natrium, Sharia Wall, the FH013, Eddie, and Allripes 100, and lastly, Muddy Maestro, Pokey Prestige, Memo Club 2, Game Sendy, and Pookie T1. So there it is. That's my leg, by the way. That is this is my new place, by the way. Still a bit messy. Yeah. So that is the draw, as I've already said. And good luck, everyone. Have a lot of fun. Hopefully there'll be no drama. And yeah, enjoy the tournament. And I hope it goes well. And it's good to be back in the hosting chair again. And you can hardly... Oh, there we go. That's better. Good to be back in the hosting chair once again. See everyone.